In the heart of an old, remote village where the mountains whispered to each other beneath a canopy of perpetual fog, a wandering hiker found themselves drawn to an enigmatic cabin. It stood forlorn in the misty landscape, an oddity with no visible doors or windows, merely a solitary trapdoor embedded in the floorboards like a tightly closed eyelid. Curiosity pricking at the edges of their awareness, the hiker pried open the creaking trapdoor and lowered themselves into the dim interior. Their torchlight swept across shelves lined with dust-laden trinkets, but it was the ancient journal on a small table that commanded their attention immediately. Pages crackled as they turned, revealing entries that mirrored the descent into madness. The hollow ones, they read aloud, a chill skittering down their spine. The scribbles spoke of grotesque beings, clawing their way up from the earth, thundering only under the veil of the blood moon, every 13 years. With each carefully recited entry, the air around them began to cool, sharper than a haunted breath across the nape. The hiker's eyes darted nervously to the trapdoor, noticing now the faintest sound, like roots writhing against wood. The journal's final message loomed with stark horror. The date inked beneath paused the blood in their veins. It had been exactly 13 years ago, bleeding off where it seemed to scream silently, "They're here." The trapdoor beneath their feet jutted with unnatural life, tapping out a rhythm of terror that matched the erratic beating of their heart. Outside, the blood moon swelled orange and menacing, casting sinister shadows that writhed against the mist. A whisper, a sibilant, all-consuming murmur, seeped through the cracks, rose from the belly of the mountain, and enveloped the cabin in its insidious embrace. Facing an impossible choice, the hikers stood paralyzed by the weight of their fear. Would they sprint into the blind fog, where obscured pathways and treacherous terrain lay ready to snare them in eternal night? Or stand their ground, facing the nightmares painstakingly described in a stranger's frantic hand? As the hiker deliberated, the rattling grew more insistent. The very earth screamed against their presence, a macabre invitation to witness the hollow one's return. They realized, with a chilling clarity, that the fog might not be thick enough to hide from what had already begun to rise from beneath.